What is up, everybody? Matt here, back again with another video for you guys. Today we're going to be taking a look at my Broadway musical record collection. So we're going to start things off here with, I'm cheating a little bit, but West Side Story. This one's fairly common in a lot of bargain bins, and rightfully so. It was insanely popular. Stephen Sondheim doing a fantastic job here, with Leonard Bernstein doing the music. This is a fantastic film. Fantastic musical too. It's a classic. So pretty much, if you're going to collect anything like that, you have to have it. This next one here is one of my favorites. This is the Three Penny Opera, and this is a really good recording because it has Raul Julia as Mac the Knife in this. And I see this a lot. A lot of times they miscredit this picture for being from the Addams Family, but in fact it's from Three Penny Opera. So very, very cool in that. I was so happy when I found this. Because I'm a huge Raul Julia fan, in addition to being a Broadway musical fan. But this is just a really good recording, and I would say if you're a fan of like Sweeney Todd and those kind of darker musicals, and you haven't heard Three Penny Opera, it's an incredible piece, and that cover is really cool too. This poor guy doesn't realize who he's begging from. It's Mac the Knife, so very cool. This is one I was so happy when I found it. I found this for 50 cents. It's in mint condition and has everything still with it. The original cast album for Sweeney Todd. Forget the Johnny Depp version. This is the classic. This is the good one. Like I said, 50 cents on this. And if you don't believe me, there's the tag right there. Somebody clearly did not know what they were marking here. This is just end to end Stephen Sondheim's best work, in my opinion. This is just so incredibly good. Len Cariou and Angela Lansbury on this one just really knock it out of the park. And this is one as well. You know, a lot of people are just familiar with the movie. Forget the movie, see this. It is edge of your seat until the very end, and it is just an incredible show with a lot of great dark humor. I love that it has all the original cast photos in there. It has a libretto in here, it has a booklet. I mean, this is just really great. And what's really cool about collecting Broadway musical albums is that, you know, people kept them nice because they were usually owned by, you know, people who really treated their records nice, as opposed to, you know, other people like metalheads. I was going to do a video about that, but a lot of my metal records, you know, they're all destroyed because they were owned by kids. So what are you going to do? This is one my parents saw, and they kind of turned me on to. This is Sophisticated Ladies, and this is based on the music of Duke Ellington, and this is a really good Broadway album as well. This is a really good one. I don't think it was ever made into a film, but this is the one that has Gregory Hines in it. And you can see a photo of good old Gregory Hines right there, and he does an incredible job. This is just, from the music, from what I've heard, it's just incredibly cool. It's a really well-made, orchestrated album just to listen to. But my parents, they saw it when it was in LA, and they said it just blew them away, that this was a really well choreographed show with a lot of good stuff in it. So hopefully maybe a recording will pop up soon of that, or it'll get a revival. But yeah, Sophisticated Ladies. If you like swing music, definitely check it out. Very good. There were a lot of musicals that got a ton of releases on vinyl, and so I'm going to run through these really quick. The first musical I really fell in love with when I was a kid was Oklahoma, and here again I'm cheating a little bit, but I do love the movie version of Oklahoma. And this is another one. There were a lot of pressings of this one. It was one of the longest running musicals on Broadway, obviously until the 80s came in with Cats and Phantom and things like that. But this is, I love Oklahoma. There's just something about it that it's one of the best old school musicals, and I really do enjoy it. It was actually the first real book musical outside of Showboat, where every song, every dance advanced the story forward, and a lot of shows hadn't done that before. So very good album here. I actually have also the best of Oklahoma and Carousel. This was given to me from a student of mine. Haley, thank you very much. Haley and Cody, thank you very much for getting me this. This is very cool. And you'll find a lot of these in the bargain bins of, you know, just you know, best of records, especially of Oklahoma and Carousel, because they were big pressings of records. And you find a good one, pick it up for $1. Why not? This one is my sister's. But I can't not talk about it because it is a Broadway musical. The original Broadway recording of Grease, not the film version, this is the Broadway version. So this is pretty neat because, again, you get to hear the non-musical version of it, the non-movie version of it. My mistake. And it's pretty cool. 1972 was when this came out, and it's again, it's neat to hear the original take on it because so many people are familiar with the film version of it that you know, the Broadway version kind of fell by the wayside, along with a lot of other things that were lost and added into the movie. But you know, this is again a really good cast on this one. It's very well done. So yeah, not too bad. You got Barry Bostwick on here playing Danny Zuko, so that's actually pretty cool. Barry Bostwick, obviously, Brad Majors in Rocky Horror Picture Show, the film version at least, so still kind of a neat item. Another one that you'll find a lot in the bargain bins is this one, Man of La Mancha, and this is the original cast from 1966, so this is a good one too. Very, very cool, epic story of Don Quixote. I'm a big fan of the story of Don Quixote, so when I knew there was a musical version of it, I had to see it. And this is a really good recording. There was a version that had Raul Julia, and I want to find that. I really hope somebody recorded it or somebody bootlegged it, because I gotta get that. That is so cool. But still, not bad. Richard Kiley in there, so very cool album. And again, another one, if you like that kind of classic old school with that tinge of dark humor, Man of La Mancha will definitely do it for you. This one here, again, I'm kind of cheating a little bit, but Brigadoon. I'm a fan of Brigadoon. Again, even though I like a lot of modern dark musicals, classical ones still get me from time to time. Brigadoon is definitely one of them. This is the TV soundtrack. So you've got Peter Falk, Robert Goulet is on here. Robert Goulet. So yeah, very, very cool. And you know, they do a pretty good job. I'm always on the lookout for the original version, but you know, in a pinch, hey, why not? I'm gonna wrap things up today with probably my favorite musical of all time, and again, another incredible find. This is Les Miserables, the original cast here. The original British cast, sorry. So this is so incredible. I mean, this is the Gone with the Wind of musicals. This is an incredible, incredible cast album. You've got, I think this is the one with, yeah, this is the one with Tom Wilkinson in it. So this is the American cast on here, with Roger Ullman as Javert. No words. It's an epic across time, an epic across the country of France. Again, incredible photos in there. And this one again, somebody didn't know what they had, and they sold it to me for 50 cents. And the records are in incredible shape. What's weird about this one is that it starts with "At the End of the Day." And if you've seen the show, or you've seen the movie, or you've listened to the soundtrack, you know that it should start off with the Chain Gang song. And then there's a little bit with Valjean and Javert, and then it goes into the bit with the Bishop. But this starts off right with Fantine at the factory, and it's just kind of like, what? That doesn't make any sense. But it bills itself as the complete recording, so I don't know, just kind of weird there. I really love Broadway musicals. I think it's kind of a dying art form, and I think it's just really cool. I'm always on the lookout for Broadway musicals and those records, because again, people usually kept them nice because they were usually opera record collectors as well, and so they were usually kept in very nice shape. So if you're a fan of Broadway musicals and you want some of that stuff, it's out there. You just got to find it. So anyway, that is all I have to say about my Broadway record collection. I will see you guys next time.